Today I'm going to teach you how to paint this Monarch Butterfly in acrylics. But before we get into that, if you want to know how I did the background, please do check out this tutorial. It's how I drew the succulents onto canvas with alcohol markers, and it forms the background of this painting that we're going to be finishing today. I'll have the link for it in the top right hand corner and in the description and pinned comments below. Okay, so the very first thing I do is I draw the butterfly with a permanent ink marker, and it just makes it easier to see and know where you're going. Pencils just don't cut it, especially on busy backgrounds like this one. So there you can see it's outlined, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it in with black acrylic paint. Let that dry. That forms your base. Now you can actually see what you're doing with that busy background. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do something new. I don't think I've done this before. I got a set of acrylic markers for my birthday, and I'm loving them. What can I say? So the background's done with alcohol markers, not to be confused with acrylic markers. And I also actually went over, I have to confess, I did go over the succulent after the succulent painting in the background after I had finished the tutorial, obviously because I got my new acrylic markers and I had to experiment with them. So you might notice that the background painting is slightly different to what I ended off in the last tutorial. And there you can see these acrylic markers. They're not the greatest sort of opaque colors, but they certainly do help you mark out whatever you're doing. Like you've got a fine tip edge and then you've got a sort of rounded tip edge. So there I've done all that in acrylic markers, and now I'm going to go in with the real acrylic paint. Not that the other paint isn't real, but this is vivid and bright, and as you can see, this orange is amazing. I love this orange. It's just truly such a gorgeous orange. It just I'm going to say it pops. It's my favorite word. It pops. It pops real good. So there you can see I'm going over the acrylic markers. It just gives it layers upon layers upon layers. You know I love my layers, and there I've got a nice deep red, and I'm also going in there with a red acrylic, and it just really gives it a nice depth. And again you can see I'm working over that with the orange again, and see how nicely that's turning out. Now I'm going in with a yellow just to give nice highlights. And now that's Naples yellow. I'm going in with some more highlights. I can't emphasize enough how when you're painting, it's all about layers. That gives it depth and that sort of 3D effect. And there, the final thing I'm doing is the white spots on the Monarch Butterfly's wings. So now it's really taking shape. And there's my head, getting in the way of the camera. I had to go in real close with this one because it's such fine detail. I think I'm using like a 000 brush. Because those little butterfly legs they're real thin. And the feelers. So what do you think? Are you going to give this a go? Are you going to paint your very own Monarch Butterfly? I will completely understand if you don't want to do it over the succulent background. The succulent background was indeed quite an endeavor. But you can do it on flowers or any background you like. There, it's finished. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.